You are listening to the Disney Dream Girls, an unofficial Disney Theme Parks podcast, and this is show number 537 for Sunday, the 16th of February, 2025.
Where dreams begin.
Hello and welcome to this week's Disney Dream Girls. My name is Michelle Young, and together with my jolly good chum Jane Phipps, we are your guides to the place where dreams begin. Hello there, Jane.
Hello there, Michelle. How are we doing this time? You're now on holiday for a week, aren't you? Just thought.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yay.
Yes, grandma duty.
Oh, lovely.
Grandma duty and recovery, as I have, as we're recording, I've yet to go and have some procedures at the hospital, but as of releasing, I will have had them and be recovering and eating some nice dairy, because they wouldn't let me eat dairy, fruit or vegetables for 2 days.
Oh.
So my morning latte was an espresso, and it was not as much fun. But anyway, yes, we have a podcast for you, and we are going to kick off the news of the show with our On This Day in Disney History. And the first is taking us all the way back in time to 1904 on this day. Actor James Baskett was born. We all know him, aka Uncle Remus in Disney's Song of the South.
Course, yeah.
He was born in Indianapolis in Indiana. He became an actor and he performed on Broadway with Louis Armstrong in an all-black musical revue called Hot Chocolates in 1929. And then, of course, he got that role in Song of the South, which led to him winning an Honorary Academy Award in 1948 due to a lot of lobbying by the well-known Hollywood columnist Hedy Hopper.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it made him not only the first black male ever to win an Oscar, but also the first actor to win an Academy Award, even though it was an honorary award, for a performance in a Walt Disney film.
Ah. And unfortunately, he died not long after, didn't he?
He did. Diabetes, I believe, led to complications. Yeah. And if you want to find out more about this wonderful man and his role in Song of the South, just a reminder, the lovely Jim Corcus has written a lovely book called Who is Afraid of Song of the South. Jim knew his topic, and it's a really in-depth analysis about this film. So if you haven't yet read it, I do highly encourage it. R.I.P. Mr. Corcus. 1960, we see Annette Funicello singing a very particular song, Oh Dio Mio, on American Bandstand, a very popular Mouseketeer.
Of course.
Well known and beloved and cosplayed by many. And tissues at the ready. We all know, Stephen, that It's a Tough to Be a Bug is going away soon. But on this day in 1970, It's Tough to Be a Bird was nominated for an Academy Award in the Subject Short Subjects cartoon category, directed by Ward Kimball, no less.
Yeah, it's that award season, isn't it? Yeah.
It is indeed. And I suppose we'll have something a little bit nearer to the time. I suppose I still probably couldn't pick out this person in a lineup, but on this day in 1989, actress Elizabeth Olsen was born in Los Angeles, and she is known for her performance in Marvel Cinematic Universe as Wanda Maximoff. She's appeared in Captain America, Winter Soldier, Avengers Age of Ultron, Captain America, Civil War, Infinity War and Endgame. And I still can't pick her out of a lineup.
Have you actually seen these films, Michelle?
Yes, I did, because I did my Marvel inventory and watched a lot of them.
I should have rephrased that question. Did you watch them and stay awake whilst you watched them?
I did stay awake.
Oh,
you should have
wow.
said, Michelle, did you watch them and enjoy them?
Did you watch them and enjoy them, Michelle?
Not all, no.
Oh, okay.
1993, sadly, Sharon M. Disney Lund, the second daughter of the late Walt Disney, passed away from complications from cancer at the age of just 56.
Oh, that's no age, is it? That's younger than me. Oh.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's quite disheartening when you think 56. Oh my word, you hear of someone who's lived a well life to 90, 92,
Yeah.
86, but I would have even retired by that age. I've got
Yeah,
another 9 years of work to do.
it's a year younger than me. That's a bit scary, that.
Yeah. So let's move away from that
Yeah.
very sad bit of news to congratulate 2012 and the brand new cruise ship Disney Fantasy set sail for New York with a fireworks salute after its first voyage after sea trials in January, and it made its inaugural voyage Port Canaveral to the Caribbean on March 31st. And having sailed aboard the Fantasy twice on the same itinerary, I love that ship. So that's it really, Janie.
Quite a lot happening, though.
There is a lot happening, and to be honest, in the world of Disney, I think your countdown is one that is getting very, very down towards that single digit.
It is. As we record this, we were just out for a coffee earlier on today, and I was saying, oh, this time in 2 weeks' time, we'll be having our first full day at Coronado Springs. That's how close it is.
Wow, very exciting. And can I just say, all crossed for my lovely friend who remembers me bringing back Mr. Toad, Popcorn Bucket, Prince Charming, Regal Carousel, Popcorn Bucket, now available. And it's the cutest as you like, rotating carousel with the sword in the stone, edged in a Mickey-esque wonderful little railing. Oh my word, $30, but throw away the popcorn.
It is extremely cute, isn't it?
It is, and I think for me the thing that sort of gives me the little bit of all the feels is the music.
Yeah, I mean, crikey, this is going to sell out so quick, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you can use the crank on the bottom, which sounds a bit peculiar, to wind up the music box, and it plays "A Dream Is a Wish Your Heart Makes."
Yeah.
Mm.
Even the ribbon though is just your tattoo. It's all over.
I'm gonna say I have the carousel tattooed around my thigh. Yeah. Oh, this is going to be uber tempting if it's still in stock when I get there.
Yeah. I do think Disney have missed a trick though. There should be a little button under the sword and the stone so that every now and again you can actually release the sword.
Actually pull the sword out for once, yeah, maybe. But oh yeah, it's gonna sell, isn't it, that?
It is. It's very, very cute. And I imagine it's a reworking of the very popular Christmas Popcorn Bucket. So, yeah, very nice, very cute, incredibly iconic.
If you've got a style that works, why just beat it to death and keep doing that sort of thing with it? It's a little money earner for them, isn't it?
Absolutely. And at $30, it's not cheap.
No, absolutely not. But it is gorgeous.
It is so cute. Okay, while we are talking of popcorn, I feel I need to have a growl.
Oh, okay. We were doing so well.
We were doing really well. We've been quite positive of late, Jane.
Yeah, we
But
are.
I think that there is one snack to me that is overpriced and ridiculous, and it's popcorn.
Yeah, and we're not talking from the popcorn carts, are we?
No, can you sort of see the sort of like the weird Disney spin on it? I'm quite happy to pay $30 for a junk of plastic rubbish, but when it comes to a bowl of popcorn, I'm not prepared to dish out $17.
No.
Okay, guys, it's, you can go into the little bit at the back of the confectionery to Colonel Kitchen. And you can go and have all sorts of mashups of different types of popcorn.
Yeah.
Well, they've got a special one going at the moment, which has buttered popcorn, Snicker bar pizzas, pretzel bits, salted peanuts, and dark chocolatey drizzle.
Good job I don't like Snickers, isn't it?
Well, I love Snickers. I love everything in this. To me, this would be a popcorn of my dream. However, if I could get some popping popcorn, one Snickers bar, a mini bag of pretzels and a mini bag of peanuts and some chocolate drizzle, I could probably make this for less than $2.
Well, it's funny actually. Shel. We've just started popping our own popcorn, and to be fair, we bought a massive, well, a decent sized bag off Amazon for I don't know, pennies in comparison, and it's going to last us forever because you don't need that much popcorn to make popcorn, if that makes sense. That much kernels to make popcorn. It's like it's dirt cheap.
I
It
know.
really is.
And I think at this price point, and I've seen so many bloggers and vloggers say, oh, it's amazing, it's so tasty, it's the sweet and the salty. Yeah, it probably is fantastic, but let's just talk about the value. Is that a $17 item?
Not for me, it isn't.
It's not for me.
Because as well, it's like at the end of the day, they've taken existing confectionery and added it to popcorn. It's not like they've come up with something, a new flavour or their own candy or do you know what I mean? It's kind of just a mashup of existing snacks. It's nothing.
So, my
Wow.
top tip, ladies and gentlemen, is to take your previously purchased popcorn bucket and get it refilled for a few dollars, which you're still able to do at the popcorn carts, and take your own Snickers bar and break it up, add in a few pretzels and some nuts, and then pour on your own chocolate syrup. Ta-da!
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. And you'll get a downside much more. It'll be better because you'll have crushed it all up in the right proportion that meets your approval, and you'll have saved an absolute fortune.
Yeah. And you've probably got a full Snickers as well by doing it that way.
Yeah.
I bet you haven't got a full Snickers that way, have you?
Well, you can do it with any candy bar, really, Jane.
Yeah.
You could use your dark Milky Way thing that you like.
Oh, yeah. Then again, would I want to spoil it with popcorn? Probably not, because I'm not the biggest popcorn fan in the world. I know that's blasphemous. I appreciate, but I just have the chocolate bar.
Yeah. Can we just all agree there's only one good type of popcorn, and that's Butterkiss popcorn, or what you get in Caramel Couche, which is basically popcorn covered in a ton of caramel.
Yeah, the sort that leaves you in a diabetic coma afterwards.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And if you're anything like me, well, I'll just have another piece to see if it's any nicer than the one I just had before.
And before you know it, the whole lot's gone.
Absolutely. It's all disappeared and, yes, vanished. Oh dear. I suppose we can talk a little bit about the Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival, Jane. Let's go back onto a positive note.
Yeah, it's upcoming from is it the 6th of March through to early June, I think it is.
5th of March through to the 2nd of June. So it's quite a lengthy festival. There's only like a hot minute between Festival of the Arts and this one kicking off. And I am so excited for you as budding photographer to be able to photograph Epcot at its most beautiful. And this year they are celebrating 30 years of horticulture magic. 3 decades of flower and garden.
I hadn't realised it'd been going for that long, to be fair.
And they're saying that they're going to be bringing in new topiary designs,
Yeah.
which are so exciting. And I really do feel that the team for horticulture do an amazing job at this time of the year, but also the resorts. It just looks so phenomenal. It's so colourful and beautiful, and I can really see Simon enjoying a coffee and doing some doodles.
Oh yeah, he's going to be doodling all over the place. That sounds wrong, but yes, it's he's going to have lots of inspiration. So I can imagine some of these topiaries are going to spark that inspiration for him, actually.
Yeah. Well, while he is busy doing his doodling, please make sure you enhance our Instagram at Diz Dream Girls with some lovely pictures and mini videos of everything, because it's going to be amazing, and I'm so excited you're going for this festival. I know arts is the big one for you, but this is just...
It would have been. Unfortunately, the Festival Arts runs for such a short period of time that it made it tricky for us to kind of coordinate our plans with that one. And I hadn't given any thought to whether or not we would be out there for another festival, knowing that obviously Food and Wine has been shortened these last couple of years. It hadn't dawned on me at all that Flower and Garden would be happening. So I was because we start I suppose our 2 weeks, or a little bit more than 2 weeks proper in Disney World on the 3rd of March. So just before it actually all kicks off. So it's going to be great to be there for when it opens.
Yeah. Well, it can't be a festival without some merch because Disney and the Hoover are trying to part you from your hard-earned, and they have gone orange-tastic, Jane. And I so need the Flower and Garden Orange Bird t-shirt in my life ASAP.
Why do I feel that I might be going away in a couple of weeks' time with a long shopping list?
I don't know, Jen. I don't know what's
Do you
possibly given you
know?
that idea,
No?
but I will say it's all about the placement of the orange bird. I don't want a decapitated orange bird around the neckline. I think that would be so bad.
Yes, there's no problem with these all over prints, isn't it? It's having to scurry through the rack to find your size, and then once you've found said size, to make sure that the print is conducive to what you'd like it to be.
Absolutely. That is gorgeous. I also love the Spirit jersey, and I'm like, really, it'll be $80. Can I justify $80? But it does look, it's zingy orange, and it looks like it's got that really soft velour sort of textured material underneath with a print of the orange bird on.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see it up close and personal.
Yeah, and I think the sleeves match it as well. Really nice big bold print, and yes please to everything basically. And they've got a bit of love going Spike the Bee way as well with a lug bag.
A lug bag, yeah, that's going to be tempting, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to have to be very careful when I get there.
Yeah, because you do like these quirky little things that give a nod to being Disney, but not being Disney.
I know it is kind of playing into my little quirk, isn't it? Yeah, I like things that. Yeah, I was somewhere yesterday, and someone said, "Do I get the impression you like Disney?" I went, "I don't know. What gave you that idea?" When I've got an armful of tattoos, and I had a Mickey jumper on. I was wearing my Magic Kingdom anniversary baseball jacket. I got a Disneyland beanie on, and unbeknownst to them, I'd actually got villain socks on as well.
Bless.
So yeah, maybe I do like Disney a smidge,
A teeny bit.
just a little.
A
Yeah.
splatter.
Yeah.
Okay, Jane, you've been looking at the Alice in Wonderland collection.
Yeah, it's very pretty, isn't it? It's very, again, I like the fact that they've kind of, yeah, you've got Alice on there, but you've also got the other characters as well. I like the fact that it's kind of, it's there, but you've got to look at it type of approach. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And on the earbands, the fact that you've got the butterfly design in the middle of it is just, yeah, it's uber cute.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm going to spend so much money, aren't I?
Yep. And we've not even started on the food.
Food.
Grab
Yeah.
yourselves a snack, ladies and gentlemen. Just pop us on pause for a quick minute while you grab something to munch, because we're going to talk food.
We are, but they've not actually released any details yet, have they?
Not as yet, and we were really kind of hoping we'd be able to have a little bit of a stroll through the menus to give out some recommendations to you. So what we've decided to do is to look back at the past year's menus and kind of predict what's going to be on the menu, and then say, you've got to go and get it, Jane.
Yeah, well, we know there's a couple of new booths coming, isn't there?
Yes, going to the beach.
Beach and yacht, is it? And they're both going to be seafoody based.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of new ones, and I think you may have read this as well, Michelle, that there's going to be a couple of the previous incarnation of booths are actually going to be inside Communicore Hall as well.
Well, they need
So
to do
obviously-
something with that big
Yeah,
airport hangar.
making use of that space, which is, hey, there's kitchens in there, which is what they always said it was going to be for. So yeah, I mean, it was nice to see for the Festival of Arts them making use of that space for the Broadway celebration. So that was cool. But yeah, it'd be nice to see it with something in rather than it just being, like you say, a food cafeteria.
Yeah. Okay, well,
Anyway.
I've got a few places I want you to check off on
Oh.
your list. Brunch Cot.
Right.
Every Flower and Garden over the last couple of years, they've had something along these lines. So
Right.
they've done an amazing avocado toast, which I know you're very partial to.
I love my avocado toast.
It's plant-based, and last year it was on the Garden Grace food stroll, so it can go towards completing and getting the prize. And it was
Ooh,
only $6 last year, so even with inflation, it's still going to be a good
it
a
shouldn't
good
be.
one for you to share.
Share avocado toast? No, I don't share avocado toast.
Well, you won't be sharing the next one because it won't be doing for Symes at all. They've had for the last couple of years some fried cinnamon roll bites with cream frosting and candied bacon at $5 last year. You have to have that.
Well, yeah, I can have that. If Sam doesn't want it, that's fine. But,
Well, more for Jane.
more for me, yeah.
Absolutely. I think you should totally avoid the citrus blossom because, eh,
Yeah,
eh, it
yeah,
wasn't doing it for me.
I'm not big on kind of, yeah, no, it's orange and lemon, isn't it? And citrusy, which is really weird because I love a citrus swirl, but otherwise I'm not drawn to those sorts of flavours,
Yeah,
bizarrely.
it's yeah. One of the things that if you are plant based, and I don't know how you'd go with this because I don't like the sort of like plant based cheese they put on this, but
No.
the grilled street corn is incredible value at $4.75.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
Wouldn't
maybe
it wouldn't be something I'd be naturally drawn to, if that makes, yeah.
a lot of people raved last year about the warm lobster tail with key lime butter, but last year it was 11.25, and I'm
Ouch.
feeling ouch, I could be on a cruise ship and pay a $25 upcharge for the whole lobster. So, no.
Well, yeah, and when alongside it, they've got their mojo marinated pork belly
Mm.
for $6.50. I know where my money would be going.
Well, mine will be going on the Florida strawberry shortcake, although the first year it came out, it was an entire shortcake, which was basically like a kind of scone for us in the UK.
Mm.
However, last year you just got like a base bit, so they sort
Oh,
of downsized it, shrinkflation, that's it. But at
shrinkflation.
$5, I still think it's a nice, sweet,
Yeah,
but nice dessert type thing.
yeah, could be, could be.
Yeah. How about a little bit of cheese, Jane?
Oh, I like my cheese.
Fleur de lis, croissant au fromage de Sèvres, herbe et allée rôti.
Pardon?
Basically, a croissant with garlicky cheese and a bit of goat's
Oh,
cheese and herbs.
go on then. I love that.
If that's back on the menu, I highly, highly recommend it. Though, if you want to balance your sweet and savoury, you may want to get the caramelised beignet from there as well.
Ooh.
Can't beat a beignet.
Yeah, but then I'm saying at Port Orleans French Quarter, so I've got all the beignets I want.
And you have to do that several times, Jane.
Well, it's the law.
Yeah. And talking of the law, you cannot go to the festival without frushi. It is divine.
Sushi. Yeah, it's not something I've ever tried before.
I
So,
absolutely think it is well worth the try because it is nice, it's light, it's fruity. I
mm,
just think at $7.75 last year it was going towards the top I would pay for it. So if it's under eight, make it a date. If it's over eight, show it the gate.
I like that one,
Yeah,
Michelle.
it's going to be really popular, is that?
Mm,
Not.
no,
Um, honey bistro, chicken and waffles.
mm,
I just recall my lovely friend Stephen Klemowsko saying, "Blech."
no. Oh,
I
okay.
just think the portioning and the sizing isn't quite in balance.
And I
Yeah,
suppose you do have to like honey,
yes,
which I
and
do like honey.
yeah.
So,
So maybe it's one for you. I always miss out Mexico. I just find their prices far too expensive. I really do. And if you want anything from Mexico, you're going to be getting a margarita.
of course.
Will you be getting a margarita?
Historically, I've often partaken of a frozen margarita. Whether that will happen this year, because I don't really drink that much anymore. So we will have to wait and see.
I think for tradition.
Normally, what I've done, this is really bad, I've normally had frozen margarita, knocked it back a bit quick, and then gone shopping.
Because you're then totally reckless and buy everything in
Yeah,
sight.
yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
a little bit of, madness in my planning.
Magnolia Terrace, that's my favourite and the best buy of the festival, the
Mm.
Bananas Foster bread pudding.
Ooh, like a bit of bananas Foster.
And they also have the spicy chicken gumbo with andouille sausage and the rice, and that was $6.25. So I think those two are a really good pairing.
Mm. Yeah, there's some nice little bits there, isn't there?
Yeah, yeah. I'm now sort of getting to the point where I'm sort of thinking there isn't a great deal because obviously it would just bypass Italy. I'm sorry. The lines are ridiculous. The quality is low. The excitement is low. It's no,
No.
no, no.
Okay.
Swirled Showcase, if you want to have a bit of a weird concoction, you do
Mm.
like your swirly whirlies.
I do. Yeah.
I do know that last year's big hit of the festival was the liquid nitro honey mascarpone cheesecake with fresh honey, which you have just said on air you absolutely
I
love.
do love honey. Yeah.
And it's a little bit of science for $5.25.
A little bit of a show. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think you can go to Epcot without a trip to Morocco. Grilled kebabs at the Tangerine Cafe, really good price, $6.25, and you can always go mad and get a little bit of Mediterranean flatbread with all of those lovely things that you like artichokes, olives, feta cheese, and roasted vegetables.
Yeah. To be fair, a grilled kebab with a little flatbread on the side, that would do me proper nice.
Yeah, it's a shame they've not got the trio of hummus that they've had in years gone by because you loved
Mm.
that and you always said, Michelle, go and have it, and I never did.
Well, who knows? Because obviously we are looking at last year's menu, so you never know.
They could bring out something a little bit more exciting for this year because
Mm.
you just don't know.
Just don't know.
I'm guessing because of your way of eating, the funnel cake is no longer allowed.
Depends how many steps I'm getting in that day.
So if we have a fishing rod with a funnel cake on the end, Jane will do about 40,000 steps to get it.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, bless you.
Well, I do like my funnel cake. This is the thing. So there are going to be. I know I come across perhaps as being very staid in what and how we eat, but there will be treats. I promise you,
Good.
there will be treats.
And if you are missing your hummus, you can get it at last year's The Land Cart, where you had a roasted red pepper one with your favourite
Ooh,
olives and cucumbers and multigrain crackers, and at $5. Wow.
that's not bad. Yeah,
Yeah, I think
I've
that's
just,
a really good buy.
I've just seen the parfait with Greek yogurt, fresh berries, and granola. Ooh,
That's one
mm,
for Jenny.
yeah, I love a bit of Greek yogurt.
Yeah. So those are the things that I highly recommend that you try if they are going to be back at this year's festival. As soon as we know what is available, we will set Jane a list and we will challenge her for pictures, for a trip report, and an explanation on why she managed to scoff down so many of those amazing, wonderful, delightful little funnel cake that she so much desires.
Mm. Can Disney just kind of hurry up and get the menus out now so that I've actually got time to plan? Because
Yeah,
I kind of start my travels on the 25th. So it would be nice if I could have them out just, a couple of days beforehand, just so I can have a good perusal and decide where I'm going and what I'm doing.
absolutely.
Come on, Disney. Do you not know I'm coming over? Get your act together.
And as Jane has alluded, she is coming over shortly, and we will be doing a pre trip report with her next week. So, you guys, what top tips can you send to Jane? Because remember, she's not been back to the Walt Disney World Resort
Mm.
for over 12 years.
Yeah, 2013 was the last time I was there, guys. So to say it's long overdue would be an understatement. So I need all the tips possible, and I need all the recommendations for good places to eat. And Simon and I've been talking, Michelle, about having a burger challenge.
Ooh,
Mm. So burger recommendations, please send my way.
Absolutely. We talked a little bit about that before, haven't we?
Yeah.
And I highly, highly recommend that you just avoid buying the expensive popcorn.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Don't you worry.
Good. Absolutely. You'll be like one of those tourists with a park map.
I'm going to get a park map anyway, at least, because, you have to have
Tradition.
a park map to bring home. That's at least one thing Disney is still doing. Please tell me they are still doing paper park maps, for goodness sake.
Well, they were when I was last there.
We all like a free souvenir, don't we, at the end of the day?
Oh, along with all the soap and coffee.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah. Right, lovelies. Thank you ever so much for tuning into this week's podcast. I hope we've brought a smile to your face. Maybe you'd like to repay our kindness and leave us a brand new review over there on your listening platform. We would be very grateful. You may wish to support the show financially. It's patreon.com/Disney Dream Girls, where we will be releasing additional audio content and a few surprises along the way. But until next time, it's a goodbye from me.
And goodbye from me.